Hello everyone and welcome to this meeting. We are going to discuss about an interesting topic from the UK. Well, first of all, I'm going to introduce my partners for this argument. Ladies first, my partner Tania Villarreal. Next one, Mr. Claudio Piña. Next one, Mr. Misael Morales. And the next one is Mr. Adrian Reina. Next one, Mr. Ever Trejo. Mr. Juan Carlos. And Mr. Elias Cabello. And the last but not less important, Mr. Enrique Martinez. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Today we're going to discuss about the topic, the United Kingdom should still be united. Let's do argument. We're going to start with Miss Tania. Well, Miss Tania.
Okay, thank you. The Wind Kingdom is the fifth largest economy in the world and living, and the EU will allow it to negotiate more advertising free trade agreements with countries such as India or China.
Thank you. Mr. Enrique, what is your opinion about it?
In my point of view, the first and most obvious is when it ceases to be a member country. The United Kingdom will cease to be part of the institutions that it had and will not be able to participate in decisions making that involves a million of people. The inhabitants of the country will stop contributing to the unit budget, but they will also lose their commercial privileges. The UK should not be dismantled.
Well, Mr. Claudio, what do you think about it?
Yes, thank you. I believe that the United Kingdom should continue to be like that, since that region have done a lot for the European continent. Also, all the people that form part of the UK are from different places, and that means different cultures, and that's something that might help nowadays in the aspect of acceptance from all over the world, specifically from Europe. Thank you.
Thank you. Mr. Ever Trejo, what is your opinion? Give your opinion,
Thank you.
please.
Thank you, bro. My argument will be against the main idea of the UK. So, economically talking, England has encompassed the 68% of the UK's income, leaving the remaining 32% to Scotland, Ireland, and Wales. This in turn is critically important because England has an higher rate of jobs than the other countries of the United Kingdom. It's favorable that England became independent so they get more of their populous economy. Because taking Scotland as an example, the employment rate is much lower there, and it impacts England as only one country and as an union.
Thank you, Mr. Ever Trejo. Well, Mr. Adrian, what do you think about this topic?
Thank you. The Union, the Union will always make a strength and maybe a hit against some cultures, but most cultures have been innovating, has history progress, and not to say it's bad. I can give you as an example that the Vikings were adopting Christian customs, so they made mixture of their and the does not meant that it's evil.
Thank you. Mr. Elias Cabello, your opinion, please.
Okay. The UK economy is made up in descending order of the economies of England, Scotland, Wales, and Northern Ireland, based on market exchange rates. The UK is the world fifth largest economy and the second largest in Europe, after Germany, ahead of France, and London is the one who supports the United Kingdom the most, and it will be an abuse because England is the country that must support this agreement between countries.
Thank you, Mr. Elias. And next one, Mr. Misael, what is your opinion about?
I agree with Bertie's scholars that it was no simple victory. Even the most ardent Romans had to admit the UN leadership had heavy some control over internal affairs. The Bertie supported over tolerating the UN furiously in immediate cost savings, but the country was no longer contributing to UN budget.
Thank you so much, Mr. Misael. We are going to continue with my partner Juan Carlos. Juan Carlos, give us your opinion, please.
In the case of Northern Ireland, there isn't an obvious benefit to them sticking together, especially from the point of view of the mainland. The gulf between British people and Northern Irish people is wide, and some would say widening. A common bond between them does not exist, and the main reason for them to stay in is tradition. The fact that when Ireland was considered to be part of the UK, they joined by force and left in much the same way may be seen to reinforce this point. Scotland will seem more integrated than Northern Ireland, as we consider them to be more than just a diplomatic problem. I will say their recent filtration with progressive civic nationalism is an outlet for their unhappiness with the state of politics in the UK more broadly, with its few choices and many frustrations. Wales hasn't been independent for a very long time and might arguably do better as part of the EU rather than the UK. Its culture was nearly wiped out, and the EU will act to secure it. Its economy generally not in great shape, and it has received much EU support. The help it has had from the UK has historically been not so successful, although they may be increasingly in a position to represent their interest better through the Welsh Assembly. It's a mixed bag from my perspective. I can see convincing reasons for everybody to stay individually, but the enmity between parts of the Union seems to be the drive towards a split rather than material reasons.
Well, thank you so much. We listened all the opinions to my partners. The conclusion is that the United Kingdom should still be united because this kingdom has a lot of history and is the mix from different cultures. It will be a deception if all of this disappear. Well, thank you so much for staying with us and see you soon.